Welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities on this Wednesday, and this morning we have Jennifer Chisam with us from Harvey Family Farm, and you always bring the most beautiful flowers, but this morning you're bringing us some important information for those folks that are wanting to grow something for the fall.
Yes.
And we're talking about planting for the fall right now.
And of course we're talking flowers because that's what I do.
That's what you do, and you do it well.
Thank you.
Yes.
So there's not a ton of flowers. If you think we're going to plant this whole bouquet right now, I hate to disappoint you.
It ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen. But there's lots of things that we can plant from seed even now. So you can still plant sunflowers. People ask me all the time, I mean, starting it seems like in July, can I still plant sunflowers?
Yes.
You can plant sunflowers every week up until about 60 days before our first frost.
Right.
And we still have 70 to 80 days before that first frost happens this year.
So you got like a 10 to 20 day window here that you could plant some sunflowers.
Absolutely. And the sunflowers, it's really important for all of these that we get the right variety.
Okay.
So how do we know? We look on our seed packet.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the back of our seed packet, it will tell us, of course, it's going to tell us the variety and all of that sort of thing, but it tells us, let's see, the really important stuff on here is going to be how long it takes to germinate and the temperature, because our temperatures are starting to cool off a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a touch. And then it also says how long it takes to go from seed to bloom. Now, if it's not on your packet, you can always look that up online.
Right.
But a lot of things just have 60 to 70 days. So if you want to try to squeeze it in, it might be a little bit of a gamble. You could even plant something now that's got 60, 70 days to bloom.
So take it, rolling the dice, so to speak, on whether you're going to get those beautiful blooms or not. But hey, if you get them, it's going to be worth it.
Absolutely. And as long as we don't have a very early frost, you can definitely get sunflowers and zinnias. Now, I love this great big zinnia here in the front.
Oh yeah, those are beautiful.
Look at that. And
love
then
that bright orange color.
We've got a bunch of different colors of the zinnias, and these will absolutely take off for you because they are typically a 60-day window from seed to bloom. Let's see, I don't think I better get that out of there. We'll end up with a mess. You can also plant marigolds. Now these are some of the giant marigolds that came out of our field because I think they look so pretty on camera.
And they have that unique aroma.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a very smelly bouquet.
But it smells good.
It does. We also have basil, and I think that really
sets it off.
That's my favorite. Yeah. But the marigolds, you can't necessarily get these really great big ones that I've got here, but you can get some of the smaller ones.
Right.
So check the variety, check the days to bloom. So this is all stuff from seed that we're talking about, but we can also do some things that are transplants. It's not too late to run out to your garden center and choose some of your favorites. Let me see if I can pull this one out, because this one I do want to show you. This one is one that you can actually cut at my farm, root it, put it in the ground, and probably get a little bit of a flower out of. So it doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but this is sedum. It's actually a wonderful succulent.
I started to say, very thick leaves on there.
Feel that. It's got a lot of moisture in there.
Oh, yeah.
And here in just a couple of weeks, the top of this is going to bloom some really pretty delicate flowers. So again, this is called sedum, S-E-D-U-M. It thrives really well in our climate. And if you come to the farm and you cut a bouquet of flowers, find some sedum. Do not dig up my plant. Please don't dig up my plant.
Just cut it.
Just cut it.
Yes.
But what you can do is you can put this in water, and this little stem will root.
Right.
And you can just take that sucker and put it right in the ground.
You know, I had a grandmother who had a serious green thumb.
Yeah.
And she would go to other people's gardens and yards and everything, and you could see she would grab, you know, with their permission.
Oh, yeah.
She would snip them with her thumb and take them back and start them and get them planted.
I do that too.
She does that. Do you do that too?
I do.
I think everybody with a serious green thumb does that.
If I visit anybody's garden, I'm usually going, hey, can I take a cutting of that?
Yeah.
But so we can use some established plants.
Right.
So whether they come in the dirt with the roots, or whether there's a few of them that will root fast enough that we can get them rooted and get them in the ground. So we've got seeds and we've got transplants.
Right.
Both of those things can do some beautiful blooms for us by fall, but we also have the idea of establishing plants now.
Okay.
For the spring.
We're getting them ready, yes.
Yes, so this gets a little complicated because sometimes you have to cover them up and do all kinds of things. But if you look into perennials, now is a great time to plant those perennials. Okay. Maybe not from seed because they are pretty slow, but you can grab some perennials, get them in the ground, get them established. So we want them with their deep roots, and we want them to be good and strong before the winter comes.
Right. All right, some great advice. What other kinds of flowers do you have in this bouquet here? I mean, talk to me about.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a snapdragon.
It's a snapdragon.
Yes.
And I got to know what this is out here.
That's Celosia. That's Amy's favorite.
Yeah.
She's always interested in that. So this one right here.
I love that.
And this one right here, those are both Celosia, C-E-L-O-S-I-A, if you're looking that up.
Yeah.
I always recommend do not plant this unless you mean it. It is a heavy self-seeder, and it will take over.
So you got to keep that under control.
You do.
Yeah.
And then these cute little guys, these remind me of
It
Dr.
almost looks
Seuss.
like clover flowers.
They do, and I
Yeah.
think they're relative. This is called Gomphrena globiosa, I believe.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have the sedum, we have the snapdragons. This one, and you can see it, but let's turn it around where everyone else can. This is a different variety of snapdragon. So this is called Madam Butterfly, and it's a lot more frilly.
And so you have those at Harvey Family Farm.
We do.
All right. Jennifer, thanks for coming by today. Some great information.
So much.
If you're getting your flower garden ready for the fall, great information to have this morning. And you can visit Harvey Family Farm. They're right over there at 101 Harvey Lane. Give them a call. Check out their website as well.